Hey everybody, I'm back again with yet another unboxing video. This time it's the Umidigi Z1 Pro. So Umidigi is yet another Chinese phone company. There are just so many of them that they're pumping out phones seemingly every other week. I mean, I have the Liaoyu T5 here too, which I will unbox later. So let's... Umidigi. This is the Z1 Pro, so it has a MediaTek chip. I'll check later. 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of onboard storage. 5.5 inch 1080p screen, 4000 milliamp battery. Dual cameras. Packaging is quite nice actually. Whoa, okay. This is cool considering that every other phone company has a pretty, generic box that you just pull open. So this is different. So I'm assuming this is the phone here. Okay. It's a bit hard to get out. Okay, so we know the phone comes with a case. It's a plastic rubber case. So this is the phone. The design is quite nice, metal back. The camera hump, it's not too bad, it's pretty flush. Bezels are kind of big. I mean, that's to be expected for another budget Chinese phone. So I'm gonna let this power on, let's unbox the rest of the stuff. So what is here? I do like this box design of the box. So here it says here's a USB cable. Oh, okay. I like that it's red. It kind of feels like the OnePlus setup. And again, this setup it's a little bit unique compared to all the other Chinese phones I've been unboxing. This is the charger. So I guess no earpiece. Okay, so I'm gonna set up the phone and I'll be back with the hands on. Okay, I'm back. So I just set up the phone. Pretty much standard stock budget Chinese phone setup in terms of software. Android 7.0. It has a MediaTek 6757 chip, 6 gigs of RAM. So the standout feature of this phone is that it has a 4000 milliamp battery, but it's really thin. Apparently, it's only 6.9 millimeters thick. So so they're calling this the thinnest phone to have a 4000 milliamp battery. And I kind of agree, it does look really slim. So compared to, this is the Doogie BL5000, so this phone has a 5000 milliamp battery. And obviously the Doogie BL is a lot thicker. So considering that there's only 1000 milliamp battery more, like capacity, this is very thin. Let's compare it to my Samsung Galaxy S8. This phone has a 3000 milliamp battery. So the Umidigi has more battery life than the Samsung. And it looks pretty close, but I think the Umidigi is a little bit thinner. So for a phone that has a 4000 milliamp battery, this is indeed very, very thin. So the fingerprint sensor, as you can see, works as advertised. So one of the problems I have so far is this phone uses capacitive buttons, but the back button is on the right side. So for example, if I go into the camera, back button is on the right side. When you press this, it brings up the settings. So they don't have an overview button, apparently. I don't like that. I like the back button on the left side, but fortunately there is a way to go to settings, go to buttons and turn on virtual buttons. Actually, no, you can set it right here. Can you? Oh yeah, you can change it. So that's cool. So I was able to swap the order of the back button back to the left side. Or if I want, I can use digital buttons. So I can bring up on-screen buttons. So then now you see I have on-screen buttons here that can also be hidden. So that's pretty cool. but I will go back to physical buttons as long as the back button's on the left side. The camera, same setup. There's bokeh, face beauty, pro photos, which is manual controls, and panorama. Took some quick samples. This is the bokeh shot. As you can see, the effect is not that great. It's a little bit artificial. Like if you take bokeh shots in the 1+5, it turns out a lot better. See a couple other photos. Took a photo of the bookcase as I usually do. Details is pretty good. In fact, let me do a quick comparison against the Maze Alpha, the bezel-less phone. So I'll just do it right here on the spot. So the bookcase is just 4 feet ahead of me, so I'm gonna take a picture of the bookcase. And then I'm gonna take a picture. Okay. So it seems like the Umidigi camera gets a little bit more detail than the Maze Alpha. The Maze Alpha I can't even zoom in anymore, but you can already see it's a little bit blurred. Yeah, so right here, boys is a little bit blurred, whereas in this picture it's quite clear. Otherwise, everything is pretty stock, except the app drawer. You swipe left to right, and so that's it. The Umidigi Z1 Pro. This phone sells for, I believe, $299 US, which would be kind of expensive. Let me check right now. Yeah, Umidigi Z1 Pro, the world's thinnest big battery flagship phone, $299.99. That's kind of pricey. $300 US for this, because this Maze Alpha bezel-less phone, it's only $180. This one, Doogie BL5000, it's also, I think, under $200 US. And I have the Liego T5 here. I haven't checked the price on this yet, but I will unbox this soon. So $299 is a little bit pricey, although the camera looks pretty good and the build quality it's great. I mean, Chinese phones nowadays, even if you buy a really cheap phone, it just feels really solid. You know, the craftsmanship is good. The buttons are, I really like that the buttons don't pop out that much. Hold on, let me focus this. Yeah, I like that the buttons don't pop out that much, but they're very clicky. It is quite thin, but $299 might be a bit pricey, although the packaging's nice. I will have a review of this later as usual, so thank you for watching.